So you're probably wondering what all these Batman Rogues gallery villains are doing lined up for the intro of this video. Well, I'm about to show you. This is the Epic Strike Batmobile. It was released as a tie-in to Dawn of Justice last year. It is a lot more detailed than the original, than a smaller Batmobile. I'm sorry. And just for comparison's sake, I've got this smaller version, which was released alongside a Batwing toy. It doesn't open, and its only action is the turrets over here, just side to side. I'm gonna run it along the wall. Yeah, it's a wind-up action that would make it go. And the Epic Strike Batmobile is in a lot larger scale. Let me see if I can, so you can see. Let's just get a few detail shots for all the... And you're probably wondering what that rattling is. Yeah. The figure is not related to Dawn of Justice in any way. It's actually a Brave and the Bold Batman figure. You could tell because it uses that design. A lot more colorful than most modern interpretations of the character. And it fits right in. But it fits right in nonetheless. This feature is the turret. Shoots forward. Please pardon the gorilla style videography. Let's see if I can just attach these back on. Close that. Sorry. Please pardon that. And the idea is something would come. And let's get Harley Quinn over here for this. Get a nice wind up. Yep. Makes the plates fly up, and also it's supposed to flip open, revealing the figure inside. And not much else to it. Oh, and of course, there are two missiles that came to this, but I lost one. I can't find the other one right now. Kryptonite, bit overkill, but no kill like overkill. Oh, that was pretty strong. Yeah, it makes me really hope I can find the other one soon. This Harley Quinn figure is actually a sculpting by Shields Figures. It also includes a Batman figure. And there are several, including Darkseid, the Justice League, and several others. They make those detailed figures of dinosaurs and farm animals, but also knights. This Riddler is actually a tie-in figure to Batman Forever. It doesn't look too much like Carrey's Riddler, but it does definitely have some detailing in the sculpt to look like it. And I'm pretty sure the figure was designed like this, so it was holding some kind of cane at first, which I unfortunately don't have. I'm not sure what this Catwoman figure is a tie-in to. The year it probably would associate with, 1992, means it was made as a tie-in for Batman the Animated Series. And it's actually pretty well, not show, but it actually does look pretty accurate and pretty decent. This Poison Ivy is from the Batman and Robin film from 1997, as was this Mr. Freeze. Not too Uma Thurman-ish, but it still does have a nice likeness to Ivy. At least her skin was kept orange color for that. I don't know what exactly this Joker was made as a tie-in, although the getup does reminisce both the 1989 Batman movie, but it has some echoes of the Killing Joke, the hat and coat he wore throughout most of that story, particularly when he had Gordon at the theme park, naked, and carried around by two munchkins on a leash. And people question the new Killing Joke's depiction of the whole Barbara and Batman, and let's not open that can of worms anymore. Another Batman and Robin figure is this Mr. Freeze. I've heard Schwarzenegger is very protective of his likeness, especially back then. So the figure was actually closer to the animated series, but it was clearly made more to cash in or tie in to Batman and Robin. They obviously went with a more animated series, Mr. Freeze look, because Schwarzenegger probably would have protected his likeness and doesn't like even Terminator figures from back in the day, they barely, if at all, resemble him. I unfortunately don't have a freeze gun. I've got a few. Maybe I'll do another look at this figure with some more freeze ray up. The Scarecrow, I'm not sure what that feature does. I'm guessing he might have been holding a scythe or some kind of weapon at one time, and it would swing the weapon around. But other than that, it just looks... I don't know if you can see, but if you angle this figure the right way, the eyes can look almost like they're really red. And of course, this little wheel here makes him... Again, not sure what it did. Maybe it was holding the weapon originally. And lastly, we have a pretty Tommy Lee Jones version of Two-Face. You can tell because it uses the purple coloring, which was done obviously at the time because this was before Gary Oldman and his Two-Face could look really gory and nightmare-inducing. And instead they had to go with... Even on the animated series, he had to be painted blue with white hair on one side as opposed to looking burned or scarred very badly. Also, interestingly, this figure has a 45 or 44, I can't remember. I do know he uses twin pistols, twin automatics. I think they were 45, but, you know, being Two-Face, they probably would go out, the 44s would be better. It's molded into his hand. It doesn't really have a feature, but I don't know if it ever held another gun or something, but it is nice that it has an accessory molded in. You live... die. Now we're talking. I apologize. My impressions are terrible. So that's a quick look at the Epic Strike Batmobile and a few DC Rogues Gallery figures. This is Toy Corner. I guess we'll call it signing off.